Welcome to the LSCO Basics Training Tape. If you are listening to this, you were lucky enough to be chosen from the LCPD and promoted to the LCSO, Liberty County Sheriff's Office. Things aren't like how they were a decade ago. So in this training tape, we will be showing you how to get up to speed with modern policing. But before we get started, let's go over some changes that have been made by the county government. The new changes will be that no one will have to get elected to be in the sheriff's office. You will be able to join this similarly to how you would join the LCPD. And with the brand new changes, it is much easier to become part of the force. Every LCPD officer will have the chance to become part of the LCSO. It is recommended of LCPD officers to sign up quickly for the promotion to the LCSO. This is due to the fact that the LCPD will be shutting down starting next year and will be replaced with the LCSO. We are also proud to inform you that we have teamed up with the River City Police Department. Also starting next year, the LCSO and the RCPD will be merging together as one entity. This will bring the LCSO and the RCPD much more funding. This new one entity will earn $60 billion per year. This ensures much more successful arrests against criminals and a much bigger way to make the public safer. So, without further ado, let's get started with the new and improved LCSO Basics Training Tape. Okay, so let's start with traffic stops. What to do when I pull over someone. Well, first of all, some officers have made the mistake of using their non-emergency lights when pulling over someone. This can be ineffective when pulling someone over for one major reason. That reason being that the yellow non-emergency lights only appear in the rear. Another big reason that using these lights aren't very effective is that you cannot use your sirens while using these lights. It is good for a driver to both see and hear you. Which is why it is best to use your emergency lights when pulling a car over. While we're on the topic of traffic stops, let's talk about something that has lingered on many officers' minds for months. Am I able to pull over a fellow police officer in an official police vehicle? Well, the answer to that question is it depends. If a police officer is responding to an emergency, this can be told if their emergency lights are on, then they are entitled to breaking all traffic laws. The reason for this is to make sure that officers can respond to their emergency scene quickly. However, if their emergency lights are not on, then they are able to be pulled over legally. Should I ask for their ID once I do pull said officer over and conduct my traffic stop? The answer to that question is no, you should not. The only thing you should do is give the officer a verbal warning. Citations cannot be issued to city, county, or federal workers. However, you may ask for ID and require said officer for ID if they're in an unmarked police vehicle. But what do I do when pulling over a citizen? Turn on your lights and, if necessary, your sirens. If they pull over in a civilized manner, then tell them the reason that they were pulled over. Then ask for ID. Then run it through your MDT, the given tablet. This tablet can search for and detect all sorts of records from insurance to license to make sure the person who is driving is supposed to be driving. If it was a minor traffic violation, then simply write them a warning. If it was, in your opinion, a major traffic violation, then write them a fined citation. And make sure the fine citation is at the maximum amount you can charge. It is recommended that you use this amount to discourage the driver from making the traffic violation again. The maximum amount that you are legally allowed to fine a player is $200. However, this limit can be decreased depending on how major or minor the traffic violation actually was. Once you're done, let them be on their way. What if the driver drives away during the traffic stop? Go after them and honk at every intersection. It is good to do this to make sure people are aware that you're responding to some sort of emergency. For example, a pursuit. This will now conclude this training tape for the Liberty County Sheriff's Office. The LCSO has evolved so much since 2018, and we've all evolved together. All of the millions of LCSO and RCPD officers. Thank you for being an amazing sheriff's officer, dedicated to professionalism. We look forward to the future. Goodbye for now.